Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Kick. And good morning, YouTube. I'm curious as to why. Let me respond to this real quick. While waiting on Rumble to catch up. That's weird. All right. And I told you yesterday, if you were in here yesterday, he'd still be plowing these potatoes. Or planting these potatoes. Sorry. I was on here late last night, so I'm a little tired this morning. He's still got quite a ways to go. I mean, but this, like I said, this was 450 acres, I think is what it was. So it's a huge potato field, So I'm curious as to, well, he's not doing too bad. Hasn't used any fuel, which is odd. This big green Fendt doesn't really use fuel like my other ones do, which is just strange to me, but I think they're both in need of some repairs there, but it'll be fine. We're gonna let him finish up, and then we got to go hit some spots that he missed. Not that it really matters. I mean, 451 acres of potatoes is a ton, so. going on with my... Okay, looks like we're in there now, but looks like Rumble froze up. Did Rumble freeze? Maybe it's just my phone. Let's take a look. No, it's going. Okay. Everything looks like it's going. Okay, I just wanted to be sure. So hopefully everybody's having a good morning this morning. Let me pause it because it's going to want to save, so give it a second to save. I'll show you where we're at. We're working on some sorghum fields right now. I was able to get those this morning. Started filling in for the pig feed. I think I got some, I put some sorghum in there and a few potatoes that I was able to get. Oh, here we go. Potatoes and sorghum is in there. That sorghum is what I harvested. That's all I got out of that harvest. So as you can see, we still need wheat, soybeans, corn, canola, and barley. So we still got a little ways to go to make our pig feed. Chances are I'm probably going to end up buying the first batch because if I don't, then we're never going to have any pigs. So let's get over to where we're at. This is all the mess I'm working on right now. Let's see what this guy's doing. All right, and I've been, I wanted to see if beehives would stack. And as you can see over there, they do stack, but I'm still not aware if they're actually going to produce. Because I did do, I did this. Where's it at? Let me find out where I'm at on the map here. Let me find out where I'm at. Nope. All right. All right. So here I stacked a bunch of them. Let's go to the alien spot. Well, the alien's here. He's fishing. Alright, but anyway, so the alien is fishing. That's funny to me. But as you can see in the background there, see in front of me, straight ahead, way out there, I stacked all those really high because I was curious to see how high you could stack them to see if they produce. Well, they don't produce. So I'm going to end up having to cut those down. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start placing them all around the map. On these, oops, not what I meant. I'm going to start placing them all around the map on every one. And see, I got beehives here. I got beehives here. I thought I placed them someplace else too. I guess that was it so far. But anywhere that I have land that has a wind turbine, I'm gonna start. Why is none of my chat showing up today? So whatever you just typed, it's not showing up for me. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with my chat. There he is. Morning, bro. Okay. Now I got you. You doing all right, my man? Oh, that was a ban? But it wasn't. Not everything's showing up. Now you guys are showing up. Crimson Widow showing up. No nickname, you're showing up. Throw out a name that I can call you because I don't like calling you no nickname. I can always call you the man with no name. Then I'm just going to call you Clint. Did they finish? I don't think they finished this whole field. This was a big, big field, so. Who got, was it on Twitch again? Crimson? Crimson, I want you to meet no nickname. He is the guy that came in and threw a couple of texts, and then we never heard from him. Talk about starting a new farm. He's on YouTube. Pretty good guy so far. No problem, man. No problem. I'm working on these sorghum fields right now. I got all this, and all this is going to be sorghum. And so I'm going to go back in here. I don't know why they're not going. What are you doing? I'll just finish it my damn self. I don't know why they're not working. Did the other guy go? Yeah, he's working. Train station. Yeah, bro, we take people to the train station on a daily basis here. So Twitch is just full of just spammers, scammers. Which is funny because there's some big streamers on there, and it's like, I don't know how they get past all these scammers. Let's see if I can get him to finish now. There he goes. Maybe. Nope. How are we talking about this field is not ready for this kind of work? What's wrong with this thing? Good morning, Rumble. You guys come on in here and let's chat. Crimson, do you see my aliens? Excuse me. Sorry about that. There's aliens on this map. I just assumed that they're here to take people back with them. But it's funny because he's like plant or harvest spinach, but we're going to do that on this map as well, so we can probably do that together. I'm very curious because, like I said, I haven't even harvested spinach yet. So I'm very curious what's going to be, what all that's going to entail. I know there is a specific harvester for it, unless you use that Colossus Harvesters pack, which you can do all of them. But I'm very curious about spinach. Peas I've done. I haven't done green beans yet either. We'll call you Jay. Got it. As an Agent J? Can I be Agent K? Oh, there's another beehive place we can lay. That's cool. So I'm probably going to delete all those other ones because there's like 30 or 40 stacked on top of each other, and I'm going to do 6 per whatchamajigger here, and then I'm going to sell all those other ones. I was just trying to save space and then have a bunch of honey, so. But I think stacking them, they don't work well. Hey Jay, if you're getting mods, and if you want a really good mod, this mulcher that I'm using is an excellent mod. It's a mulcher, but you can actually make it a cultivator. or a plow, or you can just combine the three. I only use it as a mulcher because I didn't want to cheat that much. But it's a really good mulcher. I really thoroughly like this thing. No what? To the alien? Alright, hang on. Do I own that back? I do own this little field back here. And it's already done. Nope, it's not done. So we're going to have to get this one done. But will he do it? There he goes. It looks like he's going to do this field. Sweet. Alright. Are you finally done over here, dude? Nope. I'm a little confused of where I'm supposed to be at here. Okay, so he's finishing up this. Alright, see I got some honey. Some beehives here. I stacked them just too high to see how they're going to do. Okay, yeah, we're still waiting on this field to get done. And this field, I think the only one that still needs to be is this one here. I think, yeah, this is the only field that still needs to be fertilized. Looks like there's a little speck there that needs to be plowed, but it's too late now because I just, pretty sure we just seeded that one. So that's too late for that one. Too bad. Too sad. Alright. You want to see some aliens? There's our turtle mix ration. Oh, here we go. So, here we go. I just think that crap's funny as hell. Beam me up, Scotty. Anyways, just goofing. Yeah, that's why I just go with the Colossus Harvester Pack, because it's just silly to have 16 different machines. I have grown olives, and I think it's a giant, huge... I did a video on it a long time ago, like I compared growing olives and grapes as opposed to growing them in a greenhouse. And I think you should do it. I think you should go ahead and do the olive trees, because you may like it. But I don't think the price of the machines and the price of my labor, you know, because it's a lot of different things you have to do, even comes close to being paid for by your harvest. The harvest is just complete crap. I mean, you have to do a massive, massive amount of olives to actually make it worth your time. But you should honestly try it. I mean, you should do it at least once. So I would suggest to go ahead and finish it. I mean, because you have to have a separate machine for the harvesting. You have to have the pruner. You're going to have a separate machine for fertilizing. But yes, I think you should at least try it. Oh, he's still doing this giant potato field. He's going to be there a bit. Dude, you take forever. Come on. I'm waiting on this field. This guy's slow. Come on. And I even sped these up, so I don't know why they're... But they still only go 16 with the AI. We talked about that last night, Jay. But yeah, you'll have to do a lot of olive trees. Did you do a bunch? I mean, how many olive trees did you plant? a second here. Respond to the wife. What? I cannot spell word crap. Yeah, man, I get that 100%. I really do. But you got all night, right? Your wife doesn't care that you play? I mean, my wife doesn't because she's a big gamer too. What's up, Rumble? You guys get here and let's talk. A $600,000 loan? Jesus. What, to plant the olives? I mean, that's a farmer, though. I mean, that's what farmers do. They go into debt before harvest for taking out loans to purchase all the seeds and everything. And then they pay off their loans after the harvest. I mean, that's typically a farmer for you, to be honest. Come on, guy. Finish that up. Monkey ass AI. I got another guy on YouTube, but he doesn't really like lives. I kind of miss talking to Mike, too. Mike was a pretty good guy, too. You'd like him, Jay. He's a pretty good guy, too. He's chill. Just real chill. Alright, I think he's finally done. Let's see what else we got to do here. Oh, I hate to save. It takes forever to save. Crimson, but I found some really cool modded stuff for Kick. It's like Kick advertisements, but I haven't quite figured out how to do the sign yet because I have to actually edit the file, and I'm not real sure how to exactly do that, to be honest. So I'm looking into that. Here's what he's saying, guys. The starter field number 4. So you're on, what is the name of that map? I know what map you're on. You said starter map. So like 9 to 10 rows that costed 4,000 each row. Yeah. I'm out working today, so I'll be in and out of the truck listening and watching you play. I got you, man. I completely get it, my man. You got to work. You've got to work. Well, there you go. That well, whatever it takes, my friend, right? Whatever it takes. All right, now we can finally get started here. All right. It'll take a few minutes, but in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put some more bees down. I don't know how many this abandoned car does, but I kind of like it. It's weird, but I kind of like it. I got you. Yeah, Well, good luck, man. I mean, I didn't. I didn't. I don't mind the actual like harvesting and the planting of it. I think all of that is fine. It's very realistic per se. I you'll find out though. I just didn't care for the harvest. I thought the harvest was low. We'll see what you think. We'll see what you think when you're done. All right. So there's another 9. Oh, let's put some out here. Because everybody knows that beehives do help certain crops. I don't recall. I know it's sunflowers is one. Is sorghum one? I think. I think sorghum is one. I can't. I have to actually look that up because I can't remember. All right. So he's done there. We can go over and do this field. There's going to be a lot of sorghum. All these fields are going to be huge. We're going to have tons and tons of, and we're going to need it. What AI workers blocked by an object? I bet they hit each other again. Daggone it. Them AIs, man. I've seen Boxer rock smarter than the AI I get. I'm just going to pop him over here and let him go to town here. All right. So that's it's making TMR pretty quick. All right, what's the next field? I believe it'll be these. So we're going to pop over here. Okay. I'm going to check on my alien. He's still fishing? Yep, he's still fishing. I wish I could fish all day. Not really. I find it pretty boring. Man, he's still doing these potatoes. How many machines you guys think I'm going to need for this 500 acre? Let's look how many acres it is again. This field is 421 acres of potatoes. The value is $7.6 million. And we're going to do it's all potatoes. I'm thinking at least probably 4 machines for that. I think we're going to need 4 machines for that, so we'll save up some money. Man, that's like tip to tip. Look at that. Let me alt S that, because that... Like, what are you guys doing tip to tip? Weirdos. We don't do that. All right, is there any other fields that I need to do? The 104 is being done. What about 102? We'll get these two out from each other here and see what's going on here. That's across the way. That guy's working on that one, so let's check. I think that's it. That's it. Let's see. Yep. Like I say, this is the only field that needs any fertilizing. This will get fertilized again once we seed it. Probably best if I just visit these and see what's up. Alright, I think I got somebody on this one. Nope. Nobody's on this one. Alright. Oh, it's already done. I don't think it can be mulched again. Hard to tell. It's canola harvested. It doesn't say, but we're going to try it. I think it can be. Yep. All right. So he'll do this one. There's a gas station. All right. I tried to paint this a little more colorful. Well, we can go ahead and get him in here. Okay. Man, it's a big, big field. I wonder why it doesn't show any lines down here at the end. It's weird. I think this is the same field. It is. It is the same field. So we'll move him over here. Because, see, this field is just massive. All right. Oh, I didn't even see this one. Do I own that one too? I think so. Yeah. Oh, 95 is... No, we don't want to touch 95. 95 is wheat. Why is it not showing any of my growth? There we go. There we go. That's better. All right. So we got a guy on this one. I think is where I just put him. Yep, there he goes. These are all such big fields, so it's going to be a crap ton of canola. I'm sorry, sorghum. It's going to be a huge, huge amount of sorghum. But what is this? Man, that's a lot of straw. What field is that? We don't own those yet, that's why. 152. I forget that the AI does, in fact, harvest. I just never seen the field with hay on it sitting there like that before, so. Or straw, sorry. So, anyways, I got our pig food started. I've got our pig barns down. Crimson, did you see the pig barns? I don't have the sheep down or the chickens yet. I just wanted to try to get the pigs situated and get them started. Man, that's some deep tire tracks. Bye. So moving right along, folks. Moving right along for a map takeover. So far we got wheat, barley, oats. We're going to have sorghum. The last grains would be what? Canola and soybeans. And we've got potatoes, red beets, carrots, parsnips down. So next would be, like I say, the soybeans and canola. Sunflowers. Oh, we got corn. We got corn down too, so. Quite a bit going on, quite a bit going on. If there was more people that played multiplayer and they had PCs that could handle all the mods I have, man, we'd just turn this into a multiplayer map. And just have a bunch of hired hands. Man, yeah, I don't know, man. I tell people when they meet me in real life, I'm really going to be the realest person you're ever going to meet, because I am who I am. I'm like Popeye, you know. I am what I am. I don't, you know, that was one of the biggest things. You know, honestly, man, Jay, that is why I started streaming. Honestly. I think Crimson can testify to the fact that I got tired of watching videos for mods and things like that where they were just knob gobblers, man. They just knob gobble all over giants and the modders and things like that. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate the mods and I appreciate modders, but I'm not going to come in here and use a mod and be like, man, this is the best thing ever, but it'd be total crap. And that's exactly what was going on. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. If you go back and you look at my videos on YouTube, you'll see them. I'm like, why did they break this? Why didn't they just leave it alone? I try to be real, man. I really do. I don't, there's not a fake bone in my body. Although if I did have fake bones, I'd want them replaced with adamantium. But anyways, I'm just saying. I'm just a big nerd, man. That's all there is to it. My wife likes to remind me how big of a nerd I am most of the time, so. I want to check on our silage. It's got to be 96%. Almost ready. Yeah. All right. I really need this mulching to be done. There's the taters. Oh man, he's almost done. Look, he's getting there. He's getting there. We're gonna take a vote though. When we get this potato field done, I'm gonna take a vote. We're gonna see who's right and who's wrong about it. How many liters do you think of potatoes we're gonna get off this one field? I'm gonna say 4 million to 6.5 million is what I'm gonna say. Yeah, make sure you get it all. There you go. That's a good AI. Good job, buddy. Oh, he's done. Finally. Yeah, like I say, going back to that though, I feel like I'm pretty chill. I don't care about all the other crap. I really try not to be fake. Matter of fact, that's just a big pet peeve of mine, is fake ass people. What was this crop, I wonder? Was it worth saving? Oh, it was parsnips, and I don't care. Oh, he's almost done. I probably need to go ahead and just take him out of there. He's almost done. I'll just take him out. And we'll go repair him, refuel him. I mean, technically he's not almost done, but we're gonna let it be anyways. He's got a ways to go, actually. Meh. And this is the first map I've ever done where I did not combine fields. Damn it. I didn't want to run over that field. Nice slide, though. This map, weirdly, it acts all goofy when I try to combine fields, so I just stopped. Like the AI doesn't pick up the field anymore and that kind of stuff. So I honestly, I just stopped. There is a mod from 22 that I do miss. I miss the... it just slipped right out of my mind, too. Oh, the big red barn. It was a big lounge barn. I mean, it was probably twice the size of this red one that I have now. It was absolutely huge. You know what we're gonna do here? Let's do like we did at the other place. Let's see if it works. Boom, instant repair. Gotta love it. I think the other thing I need to do is fix that too. There's a big lump there and I don't know why. I don't know why that was there. Alright, that's much better. I'm gonna go refuel this guy. Nice. Well, I'd rather see a Chevy guy on here than a Ford guy, so that's good news. Although a Ford is what I had to buy my house, so I have to give Ford that. All right, so for now we're just gonna park him right here. See, this kind of crazy crap I'm talking about. Like, what's he doing? Are you snacking while you're driving? I bet he's texting and driving. It's like I have no idea what that AI is doing right now. Just driving around all willy-nilly. All nimbly-bimbly. I'm surprised he's not jumping limb from limb. Reference anybody? Is he getting close? Not really. He's not really getting close. What do you... Just go, dude. My nose was sticking out so he couldn't go. Goof. All right. This is our sorghum. He's moving right along. Hasn't missed any spots. This guy hasn't for quite some time, so I'm pretty happy about that. Billy Bob Thornton. I don't know if he said that or not. No, I was actually quoting Super Troopers. Has Billy Bob Thornton said that? I really like Billy Bob Thornton though. I think he's an excellent actor. But that was from Super Troopers. When he pulls over that guy and he's like, "Do you know why I pulled you over, meow?" And the guy starts laughing. He's like, "What's so funny, meow?" He's like, "Did you just say meow?" And then the cop's like, "Meow? Do I look like a cat, boy? Do I look like I'm all mimbly bimbly jumping from limb to limb? Do I look like I'm drinking milk from a saucer, boy?" It's like one of my favorite movies I've ever seen. The second one's okay, but it's not near as good as the first one. I mean, I could literally watch the first one every night and not be upset about it. How much we got now? 18,000. Start. We're just going to keep piling it in there. We're going to have plenty of TMR, so I'm not too worried about that. We got a little bit of money, so I may go ahead and buy us some barley and some wheat and get that pig food started. I really want to get that pig food running. Come on. That's not what I want, actually. Let's leave it there. Man, I'm a reference. Yeah, I know, right? I love that. That whole scene's hilarious. And then Favre's like, "I could say meow, that's not a big deal." Yeah. And he's like, "That's not a big deal. Meow, that's stupid." And he just walks up and he's like, calls that guy, he's like, looks at that guy, he's like, "Chicken fucker." I was like, what the hell? Favre was so stupid. I think my second favorite quote is the the restaurant bit. I have a short on that too. I mean, I downloaded a restaurant with a drive-through. I downloaded a cop car. I did it all, man. And I'm sitting in a drive-through and I just played that whole scene out, where he's like, give me a liter of cola." And that kid's like, "Liter of cola? Do we have liter of cola? Just order a large, Favre." "I don't want a large, Favre. I want a goddamn liter of cola." Those are my two favorite scenes in that whole movie. By far. And as you can tell, I've seen it a few times. I'm going to put a little bit in there. We're going to dump this wheat in there. There we go. And I think we got to get some barley. I got sorghum in there. This will be enough to get us some pig food started at least. Just a little bit. It's not hurting us any to buy it, so. So pigs, chickens, and sheep is what was voted on. And then I was talking and we decided that we're going to go ahead and add some cattle for regular milk and buffalo milk. And then I think we'll go ahead and we'll add some goats. Chat delay, meaning like how long you can chat in between chats, like texting? You know, is that what you're talking about? What is it, like 10 seconds, 6 seconds? What is it now? Yeah, let me look. I'll be honest, my wife set all that up because I'm an idiot. But let me look. Because I just go to the chat box. Chat delay. Man, it's set to 0 seconds, bro. Is it the I don't. It's the YouTube chat, I think, is what it is. Let me go. Let me go do this. Let me take a look here. Wow, nothing's showing up. There's something wrong here. All right, let's see. There's got to be a way to adjust the settings in here. Let's see here. It may be because I'm the owner, so it may not be one for me. There may not be one for me. I have to probably look during the break because I'm looking at the chat box and the chat delay is set to 0. Let's see. I want to check this. Go ahead and send me a message as soon as you get a chance. I want to see how it works. Well, that's weird that you can read comments and you can post comments on YouTube and Twitch. Kit can only read, which is weird, but I may have to switch back because usually... Why won't that close? There it goes. Let me switch back to Twitch and see. Nope, it's the same. So multi-stream. Now, go ahead and send another one now because I switched to chat. See if it makes you wait. Because, like I said, I've got the chat delay down to 0 seconds. Let me ask the boss. Because YouTube's weird. It's very weird. Yep. So how's the delay? Did it still make you wait? Oh crap, I forgot about that stupid trailer. That's okay. Doesn't matter. It's not on you. I forgot I was still filming it. Doesn't really matter. We need it. What else do we need? We need soybeans, corn, and canola. Why did it not take that? Where did that just go? did that just go? That's weird. I had 1.1 million and I don't know where it went. Yeah, I wonder if it's something I got to look at in YouTube, because according to my Streamlabs chat box, it's 0 seconds. So it's got to be something with actual YouTube. So I'm looking into it now. Let's see, that's the boss right there. So we'll let her check. I don't know what happened to all that stuff I just put in there. Oh, it didn't go. There it went. And now I forgot what else I needed already. I'm such an idiot. Alright, so there's the barley. Oh, we need soy, corn, and canola. I just want to go ahead and get this started. Soy, canola, corn. There's an ice cream truck. Yeah, I think the chat delay is to stop scammers, but I don't know for sure, but I think that's what it's for. But like I said, I know we set this up, it was supposed to be 0. Yeah, I mean, I like YouTube. I'm really liking Kick now too, though. Kick is pretty solid. Twitch has a ton, and I mean a ton of scammers though. So I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the scammers on Twitch. I'll be honest. Rumble, I've really been liking Rumble a lot. Rumble's a pretty solid platform too. YouTube's pretty good though. Now, I've never done TikTok. Eastern. I'm in Eastern, yeah. Like, it's 11:54 here, a.m. Duh. But, yeah, I can't think of any other reason there'd be a delay like that unless it was to stop scammers. I really don't know. I'm just trying to put enough in here to get it going. There it went. Oh, you don't like Twitch at all, huh? There is a lot of scammers on there. And what's funny is, and it's surprising, is there are some big streamers on Twitch. Big. And I'm just like, I don't know how you guys got past all the damn scammers, man. And it's like, you can change your settings to like where people can only follow you and then chat, but then you lose out on some people that way, I think. So, you know. And even then, like for example, we had a scammer come in there and block my moderator. And then came in there and started scamming the channel, and I had to block him myself during the live. And I'm like, that's some shady shit right there. That's pretty shady. I'm in Kentucky, bro. I can say the state, but I won't say much anything else. So it's YouTube on the delay, and it has nothing to do with anything they said, except that it's saying that it has a poor connection, and so it's buffering the chat, which is weird because I have the highest speed internet that you can possibly get. So for there to be a poor connection, it's got to be something else. Because I'm hardwired. This is not Wi-Fi. Alright, is that everything? Nope, we need corn in there. I mean, it probably would have been cheaper for me just to buy the pig food, but I'd rather just make it. But we're only buying a couple 100,000, so it's not a huge deal. Let's see, southeast. So, Virginia? No, that's too far. That's too far. I'm going to say more like South Carolina, North Carolina. Which is just weird. Weird that it would be that far behind. But we are also streaming to 4 platforms. South Carolina. I've been there a few times. Just drove through. It's a pretty state. That's good enough. Did it dump it all? Yeah. All right, now. There we go. Now we should be getting some pig food. Because it makes 2,650 from all of that. The potatoes is going to be the big one. And that's why we need a ton of potatoes. Because it's 1,500 potatoes. Man, that's a lot of freaking potatoes, man. But look at that pig food go. It's already almost 500. I do like these. These things work pretty good. All right, now we got to get back to our crops. Let's see. Man, he's still freaking fertilizing. I see you're still doing potatoes. He's probably ready for a break too. He's been sitting in that tractor. I bet that AI has to pee like a racehorse. Look, he's sitting back, trying to hold the pee in. Like, you better carry an empty milk jug, because that's about the only way you're getting off that tractor to go pee. Why did he stop? I don't know what the hell he stopped for. Oh, he went into a different field. Well, I've never had the AI do that on 25 yet. That's kind of crazy. That's some FS22 crap right there. I'm glad it wasn't like a plow and it plowed over something we already planted. You put a cape on me because I'd be super pissed. Probably just finish this myself, I guess. That way I can get these plows moving, get these done. It's going to be nightfall soon. And I want to speed up time so we can get to the next day. Oh, I knew he was going to miss all that. You jackass. Yeah, I had to look into that YouTube thing. I don't know why YouTube, because I know Rumble's behind. Twitch is the fastest one. When I go live, Twitch is always first. And if you think I'm not streaming, you might look, because sometimes YouTube gives me issues and won't even let me connect to YouTube. So there's been quite a few days where I wasn't able to connect to YouTube. Kick, same way. There's a lot of times where I can't connect to Kick. And Kick has been like that for days sometimes. Oh, you're not bothering me, man. I don't care. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. Like I said, I'll say state, but that's about as far as I go. Because, you don't ever know who's out there, and people can be weird. And I've had a stalker before, and I don't need another one. I hear cookies dropping on the floor. My dogs must be getting a treat. Dog cookie time. They're all like a bunch of little furry cookie monsters is what they are. They're little Grinch feet and everything. Man, Rumble, you guys awfully quiet today on Rumble. Surprised Pirate hadn't shown up yet. But I know he's working too, so. I'll be honest with you, I've never met anybody from South Carolina that wasn't pretty cool, pretty chill, so. Because I have known people from South Carolina, so. They're all usually pretty good people. Man, I thought I could get the whole thing. That's a lot of fertilizer coming out of there. Ah, that's Streamlabs. I've changed that 1,600 times. I don't know why Streamlabs says that. Don't worry about that. You're in insurance, huh? That's probably why we get along so well, man. I sold insurance as well. I worked for quite a few, well, 3 different companies selling insurance, I think it was. I don't remember the third one. But I worked for Aflac. I've worked for Combined Insurance. Combined Insurance, I made more money working for them than I did anybody. I'll be honest. I made crazy money working for them. Let's get him started. Yeah, that sucks. I hate that. We live in a pretty small town, so no worries about that, I don't think. I like it here because it's quiet. I mean, we've lived in the big cities, and I just don't really want anything to do with them anymore. We're country people at heart, so we're going to stay here. And if I ever do move, it's still going to be in the country someplace. So I'll bring this guy in here, and we're going to put him in the center. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's try that one more time. All right, let's lower that back down. What we got? Oh, nice. Brokers are good. That's a good job, my man. Good. Yeah, man, I sold accident policies like they were candy, man. $40 a pop for me. I mean, it cost you 20. I made 40. Man, I made mad money there, dude. It was nuts. That and cancer policies, that is what I sold mostly. Accident and cancer. I did sickness. People didn't really want, but cancer and accident policies, I sold those like candy. You're old. You're out. You're out door knocking. Oh wow. So are you cold calling? Like cold door knocking? I call it cold calling, but I didn't know people still did that anymore. Oh, life and Medicare. Nice. Nice. Uh, that was the last place I worked. I can't remember the name of that company, though, man. It was a pretty good sized company. We did life, health, and annuities, is what we sold. And man, they were like ridiculous. I mean, I already had enough experience because, I mean, I worked for Aflac. The only thing I didn't have an experience in was selling annuities, but they made me drive with other people all the time. Well, I agree. I agree with the door knocking because fresh leads, that's good though. Phones, it's a lot easier for people to say no over the phone. No, fuck off, and they just hang up. At the door, it's a little harder. Plus, if you let me in your house, I'm walking away with a sale. That's just that simple. Very rarely did I walk out of a home and didn't have a sale. It was just very rare. I'm really good with people, so it's the one skill God gave me, being able to talk to people. I don't have very many skills, but that's one of them. I can talk, obviously. But I can tell you some really funny stories, man, because I got out of the insurance and went into, they're not around anymore, the company's not. They were out of St. Louis, Missouri, I think is where they were. It was called Paysetter. And we sold everything that had to do with homes. Like screen doors, we did siding, we did floors. Windows was a big one. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you 100%. Door knocking is the way to go. Especially if you've got good leads. That was my issue with a lot of these companies is that they're like, oh, you're going to get fresh leads. Dude, they give you a sheet of paper with fresh leads on it, and they're 16 years old. I'm like, how is that a fresh lead? You're going to tell me that no one's called these people 16 times in 16 years? I got frustrated with that because then they make you sit in an office all day and you got to call all these people. And like I said, being on the phone is completely different. When you call somebody else and you're a salesman, it's completely different. Now, if you call me, that's a different story. But when I have to call you, it generally doesn't work very well. But yeah, knocking on doors is 100% better. But sales was my life for quite a few years after I left the restaurant business. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a job where I wasn't involved with people. Like the public. I've always worked with the public. Where's that other guy at? He's almost done, so we'll just fold him up, put him away. We'll go repair him. Repair, refuel, refresh. I'm really surprised, man. I did not know that people still were out there knocking on doors. It's kind of refreshing to hear because you just don't hear about it anymore. Kind of cool. All right. I may move that repair place because I'm kind of stuck just going into here. Poof. Doesn't need any gas, so we're good there. Did you finally finish, buddy? No, what do you keep stopping for? I don't know what the hell's going on with that guy. I don't even know what this dude's doing. He's just flopping around. Wait a minute. Oh, I know what happened. He never finished over here. I don't know how he keeps getting drawn into the other field. Now I gotta go look, and that's gonna save. And oh, I'm really glad to meet you too, buddy. I appreciate it. Come on. I need to get this tractor out of there. Phew. What I wanted to check on was this. We got to go back to soil composition. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so it was all fertilized. He just got to finish up this little area. Okay. So stay out of that. I'm really surprised. Damn it. Okay, so we're good. We're good. You don't know exactly what's going on with this fertilizer guy today, but there we go. Sweet. All right, so we got beehives down. I gotta go, like I said, we're here in a little bit. I'll go delete those other ones. Well, if you get into a home, hopefully you walk out on a positive note with what I consider a sale. The best time I had doing insurance though was when I was with a buddy, like when they would pair us up after we were out of training or whatever. I enjoyed that because it's somebody to talk to. Driving around all day long by yourself, it get kind of boring. Well, as a broker, though, don't you get a lot of referrals anyways from people looking? I would think. the next field, which is over here. No, yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's a on the phone. It's a lot. It's like social media. I'm hiding behind my keyboard, and I'm going to say things that I wouldn't normally say in person, and that's 1,000% true. So yeah, 100% agree that door knocking is the way to go. I get it now, man. 100%. I get it now. All right, so let's put him back to work. He's working pretty good. So, is this the same field? Yeah, it's the same field. Okay, so they're working on this one. Man, I'm getting kind of confused. I've got so many fields going on, to be honest. So this one's done. This one's done. All right. Whew. A lot going on. I'm going to go check on our potatoes. That's our sorghum guy. He's moving along pretty good. He's definitely going to need some fuel. I can bring the fuel to him, though, if I need to. Why is that guy just sitting there? You know, it's funny because I used to play with a bunch of people, a bunch of guys that they were from West Virginia, and it's funny because that's what I said. I was like, "Don't they still eat people there?" You knock on their door and they'll be like, "Yeah, let me show you something. I'm making some stew. I'd love to have you for dinner." Oh, yeah, man, the country is so much better than the city. The only issue I have with working the country is one thing. What's the one reason that makes it difficult to work in the country? What are you talking about? Oh, there it goes. Would be addresses. I mean, there were many occasions where I pull up an address and you get out there and there's nobody there. There's not even a house there because of post office changes and things like that. That was the only downfall. Because I'm trying to think, I went to, I was like up in the mountains in Tennessee. And every address that I had was just off. It was like, I was supposed to be here, but it was actually like a mile and a half down the road, past 16 other houses. That's the only difficulty about working the country. But you're correct, I prefer working country. And I think one of the best places to go would be trailer parks. Man, the stories I could tell you about getting into people's homes, it's really kind of nutty. And I'm sure as long as you've been in it, you got 10 years. You got some stories too. The things people offer you, dinner, just yeah. Michigan's nipply, man. I mean, Michigan gets nipply. I wouldn't want to go there. Uh, I went into a house to sell them floors, and it was a Korean lady and a dude from Vietnam, and I guess they met over there and got married. But anyways, they quote unquote forced me to eat dinner with them, and she made me. I ate Korean sushi with Korean hot pepper paste. Man, I thought I was gonna die. I mean. 2 days later, my teeth were still tasting that sushi. It was the worst thing I ever did. Luckily, they bought the flooring, Because I would have just died if they didn't buy it and I had to taste that crap for 2 days. It was horrible. And you can't say no. I mean, you could, but it's kind of rude, you know, to turn down somebody's offer like that, you know. But it's like, whew, that hot pepper paste it did it for me, man. I mean, I'm white. I'm white. I don't eat spicy foods. I mean, like, I'm a walking jar of mayonnaise. I don't eat. When we're called white bread, that's me. No spice. Not like that. As spicy as I get is a little bit of pepper on eggs. Or hot chili beans they put in the chili. But yeah, did you hear that West Virginia joke, bro? You knock on the doors there, you might be there for stew. Have you ever worked in West Virginia? All right, so he's almost done here. Right? And you go back to like your because I'm sure you went to school, what I consider school, but you know, you get hired someplace or whatever and they send you a training or whatever. And then what's the first thing they tell you? Never go to a trailer park. That's what every job I ever had in sales, they said stay away from trailer parks. I'm like, why? I look for satellites. If they have a satellite, I'm stopping because they have to have a checking account. And I'll never change that. Arizona, Michigan, Kentucky, South Carolina, Ohio, BC. I'm so confused with where I'm at. Hang on a second here. Because they have to have a checking account to get a satellite, bro. Which means they got a debit card and they got a checking account. Automatic withdrawal, bro. You get somebody set up on an auto withdrawal on like a sickness and a cancer policy, it's a done deal. 9 times out of 10, they don't cancel that crap. Oh, North Carolina. Yeah, so I always looked for any house that had a satellite trailer. I didn't care. It could literally be a cardboard box, and if they got a satellite, I'm stopping. Okay, so everything's been fertilized that we need fertilized. I'm just going to park him. Well, we'll take him back. He needs some fuel. I know that when I worked for Combine, when we went through training for them, they specifically told us no trailer parks. I made the most money I ever made selling accident policies. I made at a trailer park, and it was like over $300 worth. Well, I mean, think about it though. If you sign up for a satellite, you have to have a checking account. They won't do it without a checking account, or at least a debit card. And if you got a debit card, you got an account, and then I can do auto withdrawals on that. So, 100%, bro. Oh yeah, man. When I pull into a trailer park and I see 7 trailers with satellites, I'm excited. I'm knocking. Yep. And what's funny is you get into them, and a lot of times they got family that live by. I stopped in one, and she brought over her entire family from that trailer park, and they all bought accident and cancer policies that night. That's how I made so much money there. I stopped in one trailer. Nice. That's pretty good gas mileage. That's where I want to go. That's pretty good mileage, but it's a diesel, so yeah, there you go. I don't know why this guy's dancing around acting like a fool. Just go over here, dude. I need to know what field this is. Okay, so it's not ready yet. I got it. Not quite ready yet. This one's done. And what field is that? It says everything's been fertilized, so I shouldn't have to worry about it. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything fertilized because I don't like to spray herbicide. I never spray herbicide. The way I do the fields, I never have to spray herbicides. I don't cultivate, and I don't use herbicides. Not because I'm an environmentalist. I just don't. I think it's a big giant pain in the ass. So yeah, see, everything's been fertilized. The light bluer areas will be darker once we get them planted because there's fertilizer in the planter. So we don't have anything else left to fertilize. Everything's been fertilized. So now we're just waiting on plows and the lime to get done. So right now we're really just waiting on the plows, to be honest. Oh man, yeah. I mean, that was one of the biggest things, man. Like when I fresh agent or whatever. I don't know why he's just sitting there. Fuck. The grind, man, because we would grind. I mean, we'd get up. I wonder why it's not picking up this centerpiece. I don't know what's going on here. I think we got started about 9 in the morning, and sometimes I didn't get home till like 1 a.m. I mean, you're right, it's a grind, for sure. I don't know why it's not picking any of this up. It should be, but it's not. So we'll just plow it ourselves. Like, it is not even picking it up under steering assist. So I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, man, the grind. It's a grind. But like when you have really good days, that's what it kind of hurts you to have really good days. You know, like that day I sold all that stuff, because then by the time you get home the next morning, you're like, man, let's have another day like that. So then you just grind yourself out trying to repeat that day, chasing that dollar. But honestly, the other reason was I thought, you know, we had really good policies. And in my honest opinion, I think everybody in on this planet should have an accident policy. I really do. They're a lot more expensive than they were then. We were selling them for $20. No, I haven't. I really haven't. I've never planted it. I don't know why. I just never have. I mulch, fertilize, plow, plant. I'm done. That's it. It doesn't take any longer to cultivate than it does to plow. So there's not any point of. I don't understand people that go cultivate, because it's like, why are you cultivating? You're gonna have to go spray for You're gonna have to go spray for weeds. So, I like I said, I don't do it. So again, I mulch, fertilize, plow, lime, plant. I'm done. Now I only lime the first time. I don't lime again until the game tells me I need to lime. I only do it the very first time. I don't care if it says it needs it or not. I lime anyways. The first time I get a field, I always lime it. Because you're supposed to lime if this is canola that I'm plowing right now, you're supposed to lime if you change your crops. So, and I only lime if I'm changing crops. Yeah, it sucks, man. Yeah, it's not. I mean, yeah, it's good. I mean, because your field's fertilized, but I mean, you get the same thing from just running the fertilizer over it. I don't know what happened to the other plow. There he is. I don't know what he's doing. Goofy bastard. We'll finish it ourselves. This is faster anyways because we go 27, so he's going 16. Like I say, it's getting to be nighttime, so I want to get this done. We can go chill with the aliens. Rumble's awfully quiet today. Rumble's not usually this quiet. Usually we get some talkers in there, but not today. And that's okay. Not every day you're going to get talkers. That is quite all right. About time for lunch, though. Man. So you have the office almost every day? Like you got an office you go to, and then you just get some good leads and go cold knocking? Or not cold knocking, but you go knocking? I don't even know if the other plow's still working. I don't think he is. He may be. Let's take a look. Yeah, he's still working. Okay. So we'll hit this for him down here. They probably suck if me talk about selling insurance. I I don't think I understood that one. Oh, I got you. I got you. I got you. Makes sense. I think that's how I do it. It's a good tax write-off having your office out of your house. Plus, you're more comfortable. You don't have to worry about driving anywhere if you don't have to. 1,000%. 1,000%. Well, it's funny though because like some of my customers were calling me months and months after sales, you know, asking different things about other policies, and that's the good part about the job right there is the repeat business and the residuals. I mean, I think the only other kind of insurance that probably beats like health would be auto, because man, that's a rob altogether, man. But I never got into auto insurance. Alrighty then. Let's see if they can do this field by themselves. They're gonna do it. Yep. Let me just check, make sure they didn't miss anything in this field. Doesn't look like it. Think we're good. I think we did that field already. No, maybe so. Yep, that's already been planted. All right, buddy. Good luck. Sell it. All right, now we're going to go check on our taters, see how that field's doing, because he should be fine. It's going to take a little bit anyway, so we'll go check on our taters. Yep. He's got to be getting close to being done. Not really. I told you guys yesterday that he was going to be back here seeding for 16 weeks. Planting for 16 weeks back here in this field. And it's definitely faster. Can you imagine if I was using base gain potato planter it's what I think the max is what 6 meters. Shit, man, he'd be back here for 6 lifetimes trying. You'd have to have 18 planters back here at 6 meters each. And this is all base. The only thing this Kinze multi-fruit planter is a mod about is the fact that it'll plant everything. And I only use it for root crops because there's no roller with it. So I mean that's the only cheat is I'm using this and it's 18 meters. That's not even that big. I wish somebody would take that John Deere. I think it's what, like 50 meters. and slap a roller on that thing and make it a multi-fruit. Man, that would be fantastic for fields like this that are just 450 acres. If you get that big 50-meter John Deere seeder, put a roller on it, man, and plus be able to paint it. That would be an awesome mod. If I could make mods, I would do it. The first thing that I would do is I'd make it at least 50 meters. I put a 50-meter roller on it, and the seeds would be at least 50,000, and then the fertilizer would be 50,000, and it would be paintable. Because that's a real seeder, that's a real planter in real life. I'm just going to put a roller on it. But that's just me. See how that goes. More thunderstorms this week, folks. All right, potato planter. I mean, he's getting close. He's almost done. He'll be done in a little bit. And then I just got to go hit a couple of spots that he missed. Or do you guys think I should just not worry about it? I mean, as many potatoes are in this field, the spots really aren't that big of a deal, I don't think. If you go down, it's only edges. And it's not even over here. It's against this edge over here. Where was it? It was up here, I think. Man, this field's so big. This has got to be the biggest field I've ever done. Especially for a root crop. I've never done a root crop field this size. Try to get my rumble to come back up. There it is. Let's see. Maybe he got him. Maybe he came back through and hit him, but I doubt it. There was one spot that he missed that I wanted to hit. I don't think I'm there it is, right there. I think we can live without. I mean, this whole thing. I might hit it anyways. I don't care. That's pretty good for this field this size to only miss that little spot. And then down on this edge is where he missed a lot. But even plowing or anything, so I'll have to hit this, which is fine. We'll hit that when he's done. And then over here on the carrots, I believe this is the carrots, he missed one spot. Right here. And we'll hit that. I mean, technically we could leave it because we're going to have so many carrots. I mean, I'm already sitting on like 6 million red beets just from harvesting fields that I bought. So, not a big deal. There's Rumble. What is that? It's, yeah, it is huge. All right, we're gonna let him be for a little longer. Let's go check. I gotta move this guy. Let's put him back. This should be the right way. I think it's the right way. I get a little turned around, but this is the right way. Let's go repair and refuel. Give her a nice bath. There we go, refueling. I'm not even mad about having to pay for that fuel, I'll be honest. I think I'm going to sell that though, and we're going to move it. I put that here originally just to keep it out of the way, but all of our stuff is up here, so I think I'm going to move it up here. All right, working. Get her done, guys. This is probably the largest of the fields to get done too, so it's going to take a little bit. It's going to take a bit. I want to go check on our alien. Oh wait, let's check on this too. 56,000. I mean, it's getting there. That's pretty good. Man, I bought a lot of potatoes, and I put a lot of potatoes in there, but at 1,500 for every 2,600 is a lot. So we're gonna need a lot of potatoes. I'm gonna have to buy some more potatoes probably before it's all said and done. Oh, I don't know where I'm going with this. So I'm just gonna park him right. Let's put him back here. Working. Here's the alien. He's still fishing? Man, damn, he's still fishing. Imagine flying across the universe just to go to Earth to fish. That's hilarious to me. Alright, so yeah, by the way, I got the Colossus down here. But like I said, I think we're going to need more than one machine. I think we're definitely going to, because it only goes 12 miles an hour. So even if I went with a 50-meter header, I think we're still going to need more than one machine for that field. I don't see how I'm going to get it done with one machine, even at 50 meters. I don't see how it's going to get done. So, but I'm ready to get harvesting. That's for sure. Look, this green thing hasn't used any fuel. How's it not used any fuel at all? And it's done this whole field. I don't know why. That's not a cheat. It's not a mod. I don't know. It's just a modded tractor. So maybe part of the mod is it doesn't use any fuel, which is just weird. But it's going to fall apart, but it's not going to use any fuel. So that's just weird. I'm going to hang with this guy for a second because I want to see how he handles all these curves and stuff. See how he does here. Well, it looks like old Jay got into a house. So let's all wish him luck on a sale. Hopefully he makes the sale in there. A big sale for him. Insurance is a hard thing to do because everybody needs it, but nobody wants it. So it's a very hard job to do. Because as a consumer myself, I don't want to pay for any insurance. I really don't. But I need it. And that's what makes the sales part so difficult. Is convincing that consumer why they need it, even though they know they need it. And that's where your dilemma comes in. But it's about that way with everything. Except for cars. Nobody really needs a car. We want a car. I mean, you may need a car, but you don't need a brand new one. And plus, I'd never buy. I don't care if I got monetized tomorrow and I was making $2 million a month. I still probably would not buy a new vehicle. I think it's a sham to pay $100,000 for a truck. I don't care. I don't care what they put in it. I think it's a crime to charge that much for a vehicle. Why am I paying as much for a vehicle as I am a house? I mean, that's insane to me. Plus, it loses at least 10% of its value driving off the lot the first 5 minutes. I'm just like, what the hell? Can you imagine buying your house and as soon as you enter the door, you just lost 10% of its value? That doesn't even make sense to me. But that's the nature of cars. Except for trucks, man. You could buy a 30-year-old truck and they still want $10,000 for it. Yes, back up and get that stuff you missed. No. Come on, Potato King.
I don't take no crap from anybody.
The old wife is texting, so let's You guys like my ringtone from my wife? It's pretty funny stuff. So that's my ringtone from my wife. Or it's a notification. Man, he's still got a couple hours left, guys. I think. He's got another 12, 13 rounds there. Let's head back to the Limer and see what's going on. I see he's not done shit. What's he even doing? Man, you're so slow. Come on, dude. I really missed those Lizard 250,000 liter 42 meter fertilizers from 22. I really, really do. And I looked online, and it doesn't look like he's putting anything out on 25. Looks like all that stuff on 22, but none of his 22 stuff has been brought over to 25. So it doesn't look like we're going to get those ported over. So unfortunately. Oh well. What'd you get all crooked for? It'll go faster once he gets the headlands done, and I guess I could go ahead and get us another. Is he done? Nope. You got a long way to go, buddy. Let's see. That one's done. So this one's the last one he's got to plow. So these are the last two that need to be plowed. This one should be done. That's not our field, that's why. My bad. This one has been done. Waiting on this one. Okay. We're getting there slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. And there he goes. All right, let's let it save. Got little beehives everywhere now. 3, 6, 9. Should be 12. I need to check and see if they're actually putting out any honey now, because I don't know if stacking them is going to do that or not. I may have to delete the ones on top and just do 3, 3, 3, 3 everywhere. Let's see how that works out. Because I know for sure that these ones over here are not putting out any honey. So, like if we jump into this vehicle and we run out, it's over here by the logistics center. See, we got that big stack up there. That's 30 greenhouse or 30 beehives I stacked on top of each other. We should have way more than a pallet in one thing. So we should definitely have more. Now, what you can do, what I can do is this. Watch. We'll pick her up. Boom, gone. So there's what we got in there right now. Look at all those grapes. We're going to have to figure out something with the grapes. I may end up having to sell the grapes. We're going to have to sell some grapes and olives, I think. They're producing way more than what the factories can keep up with, it looks like. So, spinach bags, cool. Jarred green beans. Kimchi, raisins, spring onions, strawberries, tomatoes. So we're on our way. We're definitely on our way to getting her done. We're going to have so much production, so much money. I'm really excited to get the cattle done. And I say cattle as just far as the animals go. I really want to see what that, I want to put that butcher shop in. That's what I'm really excited for. Oh, look, you can see that one plow out there in the distance on the brown. Pink, pink, pink. At least she's working. So I don't know why they only go 16. These things go 27, but the AI only goes 16. I'd really like to know why that is. Like if I cancel the AI right now, I'll go 27 miles per hour. But the AI only goes 16. Let's get ready. Hey, let's see. This is sorghum. We're going to wait a little longer. But let's go ahead and get the AI set up. See, I don't know why it's not picking up the rest of it. There's something wrong with this field. I don't know if it's because I put the beehives in or what, but it seems like he's doing okay. Although I don't know why the hell he's doing that, but how mad am I going to be if he doesn't do the rest of this field? Like, I don't have any idea why he's doing it that way. Or she. Let's see. Well, that's a dude. Anybody watching that's done rice? Because I've planted, but I've never harvested yet. So, because I started this map instead. So I'm curious. We're going to have to figure out what fields we want to do rice in. Because I want to do some major rice fields. So, don't do it, dude. Just finish the field. Because we'll have to stop and get fertilizers or lime 1,600 times before this field's done. I don't know what he's doing, man. Oops. Let's take a quick break. It's about 5-10 minutes here, maybe 15 minutes. We're going to take a 15-minute break, and I'll be right back. Don't forget, you can play tic-tac-toe during the intermission now. I am back. Check on this guy. It looks like he's working, so that's good. I'm gonna go check on our tater. Let's go check on the Potato King. Cause it's getting late in game. Oh well, he's getting there. Almost got it finally. I told you. 16 weeks later. Feel like an old SpongeBob cartoon. 16 weeks later. That's just funny to me. I'm just glad you don't have to roll. You don't have to roll the root crops fields. See, it's 100%, so you don't have to roll these, which is a blessing, to be honest. Oops, I went the wrong way. We probably would be good to go ahead and get started there, too. Come on, I don't know why he didn't finish that little square over there. He just left it. Ugh. And I would do the liquid lime, but the problem with the liquid lime is that I have to purchase it in containers. Like, there's no place to actually buy it and fill it up like you do herbicide. You know what I'm saying? He's not done. What are you doing? There he goes. I was like, I guess I'm about to finish this. There he goes. All right. I really wish he would have finished that other side, because then I could have got started over there. But it's whatever. Because, see, we don't have... I'm going to take this up there. We'll just use the last 35% over there. I want to get that done before nightfall. This thing only goes like 39, so it's going to take a minute to get there. It's going to take it. Sorry, I'm looking at 6 different things here. What's up, Turk? I saw you. My bad. What's going on with you today, buddy? You doing all right, I hope? Rumble, you awfully quiet today. Come on in here and let's chat. We got some really good chats going on. Come in here and chat. Unfortunately, Rumble's the only one that I can't get in my multi-stream chat. Kick, Twitch, YouTube are all in there, but I cannot get Rumble to go in there. Rumble is very difficult to work with streaming-wise. For me, I don't know about everybody else, but there is a Rumbot that I can use, but I can't ever get it to work right. It keeps having an error, so I just quit. Kept giving me errors, so I just quit. There we go. Let's light her up. We'll use this last little bit, and then we'll go see if we've got some. Because I'm making the liquid lime myself, but it's taken forever to make. I'm very seriously considering putting in another liquid lime factory right next to it. Because I got enough water, I got enough rocks, but I was trying to be cheap. So we'll just have to wait and see. There's the alien. He's still fishing. That's okay. We can roll on that field. I just don't want to drive on that one. I think I went the wrong way, but that's okay. Hopefully we can make it through without driving on the field. I really don't want to drive on the fields. What we got? Dude, that's always a blessing. Because I've done the manual labor as well, so it's definitely a blessing. I 100% agree with that. Definitely a blessing. Man, 1000%, man. When I go back to my in-laws' house, dude, because he's a farmer, and I'm like, ooh, I've never seen that in real life before. I only see it in my game. I 1000% do that. Or just driving down the road, you'll see, like, I live in the country, so, like, there's car mechanic shops that actually have tractors sitting in their lot to get repaired. And I'm like, ooh, look. Yeah, I 1000% do that, man. Or I look at fields that somebody's working on, and I'm like, I'll be like, Giant says you're not supposed to do the field that way. I don't really say that to anybody, but it just cracks me up. When we make enough money, I'm probably going to buy a crap ton of that liquid lime and just put it in a... let's go. Put it in a silo and let it fill this up. I don't know why he's going so slow. Go, dude. Oh, this one still only goes 16. Probably tonight, because I want to get this done. I'll speed up time, and then I should be ready to harvest. So, right now I've just been trying to get everything planted. Or I can do I can look and see what other fields there are and see if there's anything we can harvest off of it too. We can do that too. That would be perfectly fine. I love my harvester. And if you want a better harvester that's base game, that just, I mean, it'll hold more, is you gotta try those TARDIS. It's the TARDIS, Lizard TARDIS pack. They're slow as crap, just like all the other ones, but... Oh, I don't know, man. I can't afford a harvester in real life. I don't have... No, I do not, sadly. I wish I did. I wish that I did, my man. Also, it wants to go that way, so maybe that's been the issue. Alright, we can do that. We can definitely do that. It's going to go through this liquid lime pretty quick. Oh, 1000% it would be. 1000% I would be. I'm like, what the hell is that shit? But that'd be the same way if I saw an alien, so... I'd be surprised. It would be cool though if there was a. I'll tell you what I really miss though is from 22 is that it was a custom harvester too. Reaper, the Reaper was awesome. I loved it. You should Google that Reaper. Reaper harvester. And the good thing about it was though is that you could customize it and put any name on it you wanted. But it even had like really cool stickers you could put on it. It was a pretty awesome harvester. As far as harvesters go, it was pretty badass. I think we got to get up there. We still got to finish all that crap. Damn, man. This AI is slacking. I'm not going to waste all this to do that little line because it's too valuable. That is my little dog Peanut. If you hear that barking, that's my little dog Peanut. He is a yapper. It could be a leaf blowing and he's going to yap at it. So he's a cockazoo. He's a Shih Tzu and Cocker Spaniel. We're just gonna go this way. Oops. Hang on. Let's finish that. Got it. And there goes his brother. We're a dog family here. We love dogs. We almost adopted. Hey, there's Pirate. What are you doing, buddy? Meow. I was wondering where you were at today. Been working, probably working. You covered up down there, I'm sure. Right off. Yeah, I gotta remember to fix this one. I can speed this thing up. It's just I forgot to speed this one up. Just trying to get these fields done. Hey, Pirate, that potato field is still, he's almost done. Almost done. But I'm still planting on that potato field from yesterday. And I didn't leave the game running or anything, but he's still planting. I can't believe how expensive this liquid lime is, though, man. It's $900 for every 1,000 liters. But we'll get this done pretty quick with this guy, so. I'm wondering if I should send him over to the other field and let him use all the rest of his liquid lime and get that other field done real quick, and then we can get these fields done. I want to get these planted before we speed up time. I'll be honest, Jay. I would really like to see a Colossus harvester out there in the wild, in real life. I really would. I think it'd be cool. You know, because you always get like the plain Jane red or green. I'd love to see one out there that's all like metallic red with some metallic blue on it. It'd be funny. Well, dude, it's like 500 acres, so 451 acres, I think. It's a big, big-ass field. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. Oh, you missed it. Nope, back up. We're not leaving that little turd. We'll go check on it here in a second. He's probably about done now, but he's been back there on it all day. I call that one the Potato King. What's this? Have you guys seen that new? Have y'all seen that new thing for Farming Simulator they're coming out with? It's a new map. It's a diorama. It's supposed to be like a tiny farm or something. I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. All right, I'm gonna send him right over here. He's got about 30%, so I don't know if he'll run out or not, but we're gonna let him go ahead and just run over here and get it done. And let's go back to the Potato King. Oh, look, he's finally done. We're going to lower that back down. We're going to hit a couple of spots that he's missed here, which is mainly just this area. Not too concerned about these little white specks, but there were some pretty good areas he missed. Back here. I can speed this one up too, but I didn't speed up I don't speed up my my planners, because when you do, they tend to skip. So on 22, the Kinsey went like 31 miles an hour, and I had to slow it down to like 18. It was too damn fast. Oh, dude, I'm 100% Chevy or Dodge, and I'm definitely a Dodge man over anything. But I would drive a Chevy. Now, if somebody gave me a Ford, I'd drive it. You know, I guess I could just. Hang on. Let me see what this says here. What he's saying here. There's a custom map mod on 19 that's like 4 fields. Supposed to be a village or something. No contracts. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what this is supposed to be about. It's supposed. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I read that it was something they had on 19 as well. But yeah, they're calling it a diorama, is what they're calling it. I mean, I'll check it out. We'll see what's up when it comes out, but I don't know. But they got that 16-bit version of Farming Simulator 2, but I'm not playing that crap. I can't believe he finally got down. Look, 30%, but the seeds left in there too, damn it. We'll have to put a buying station in down here and just refill. Because I set up this area down here last night, I think. Pirate, you were still on here. Well, no, Jay, you were still on here. But I set up this area down here so we have an area just for these root crops down here. I could have sworn there was more that he missed down through here, but I guess not. I'm going to keep going. We're almost there. I think it was mainly up top there is what I was thinking he missed. Oh, your dad worked for Ford, Jay? That was a really good job, man, back in the day. That's back when Ford was a better vehicle, though. You didn't have to walk everywhere after you bought one. So, I mean, if you're into physical fitness, buy a Ford, because you'll end up walking everywhere. I'm just saying, I'm not into physical fitness, obviously. I'm into fitness cigarette in my mouth. I guess my dogs heard my cigarette lighter, so that's what they're barking. I don't know what the AI is blocked by. I really want to get up here. That's what he missed right there. So we'll go get that. And then I'm going to hit these red beets, or carrots, I'm sorry, and then we're done with this guy, finally. We're almost done with the sorghum. Almost. But not quite. Oh, he missed a pretty good area there. He thought he was done. Yeah, I don't really mince words, you know what I'm saying? I just say it. I said something the other day, almost got me in trouble too, so I gotta watch that, but I won't do that again. But I can definitely talk shit about Ford. I think that this area got missed getting limed, which I'm not too worried about. I think that's what happened. I don't know how I missed it, but we did. I did. But oh well. We're going to finish this real quick here. Come on, don't miss it. He missed it. Damn it. think we can get all this in one hit. I think. If I can drive straight. There we go. We got it. And then we'll just swing back that way. Hit that little piece that he missed. Right there. Now we're done. Potatoes are finally in. Alright, now I'm pretty sure that we made these carrots. I'm going to triple check. They are carrots. I got to switch this back to carrots. Corn, sorghum, sunflower, soybeans, sugar beet, cotton. There's carrots. Alright. I wasn't aiming to hit these little spots, but I got to come this way anyway, so I figure we'll just go ahead and run them down. It's not like we're going to be lacking on leaders. But again, though, nobody ever voted. Pirates, you're here. And Jay and whoever else that wants to comment. On that potato field, how many liters do you think we're going to get of potatoes? I guess between 4... I'm going to say 4.5 million liters is what I'm going to say. I'll go to the field so you can see it. I want to see what your guess is. Kind of like what you're going to get out of that car from Car Mechanic, remember? So we're going to see what everybody's guess is. And we can find out tonight, probably. We can probably find out tonight. Come on. So this is the field in question. It's 421 acres. And I passed up what I wanted to hit. Jay, I stockpile until I get a better price. I do. I stockpile everything until I can get a better price. Meaning, like, it may not be good to sell in September, but I'll get $2,000 more. Oh, I was asking about the how many liters you guys think we're going to get out of that potato field. But as far as stockpiling products, yeah, I stockpile everything until I get a better price. Like, I may sell it in January because it's a better price. Alright, I'll worry about filling this thing up later and repairing it later. I want to get back to the sorghum. I want to get this done. Aha! At least now we know what was keeping him out. There we go. Oh, are you kidding me? You stupid ass AI. Alright, I believe we're done. I'm going to put him away. I think we're done plowing. Oh, yeah, dude, it's 100%. Yes, I do a lot. I do every production I can do. Pirate, yes, it's 100%. Fertilized, weeded, it's everything. It's 100% potato field. 421 glorious acres of potatoes at 100%. Jay, I do every production that I can do. The only production that I don't do was on 22, so we won't worry about it in here. But I do every production that's possible if I'm growing it. Like if we'll do cereal, we're gonna do grains, we're gonna do everything. So, yep. And then I just stockpile until I get a better price. Oh, you missed a spot right there. I see it. You can get that. Let's see what else we missed here. 5.8 million. So we got 5.8 million there. I said 4.5, right? I said 4.5 million. We got 5.8 million. We're just waiting on Jay to see what he thinks. He's pretty new to the game, so he may not know, you know, like a good guess, I guess, is probably what I'm thinking. He's only been playing for like 30 hours. So he may not know. Here's another trick for you guys. Let me show you something. Since it's getting dark out, if this works. Yeah, it works somewhat, but I like the other ones better. Let me try a different one. We don't have any really good lights yet. But this will show you if you've missed something, if it's dark out. So we can put him away. I don't know, man. I don't know. 5.8 million sounds like it could be close. I mean, I picked up 6.8 million liters of red beets off of 2 fields. So I'd say it could be close to 6 million. I guessed my original guess was 4.5 to 6. Ha ha ha. You're good, man. You're good. You still throw a guess out there. Pirate says most of his play time was with his wife who carried his ass. That's what wives do. And that's alright. As long as they don't mind. Alright, let's park him over here. Let him chill out for a minute. I want to go see what our limer's doing. Looks like he's done. I see a spot up there. Nope, that's what we wanted right there. I see a spot up here he missed. I think my guess was a little low because I said 4.5 to, like, I think I originally said like 4.75 to 6. But I think it's going to be closer to like 6.5 million liters of potatoes. I really do. It's a huge field, and I have never done a field that large with that. Aw. Well, tell her to get out there and get a weeder and start weeding it. They make some really good weeders in the game, so tell her to get on it. I'm going to change this over to steering assist. Oh, that's right. It doesn't work over here. That's okay. We'll just do it ourselves. Oh, it looks like we're going to hit the whole thing. No, we missed a little spot there. See how fast this thing goes when it's not using an AI? But it misses it because it goes too fast. It tends to miss a lot. Plus I drive crooked as hell. That's funny, Pirates. I doubt that's true, but that's what I think too, Jay. 5 to 6 million. I think we're going to do at least 5 to 6 million. And we need every bit of it too, so I'm going to say the same thing. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, I got, yeah, 100%, bro. I understand. Although I don't really have that problem with my wife. My wife and I get along great. I don't think I don't know. I don't think she'd be like that with me. I don't know. Wait a minute. I put the plows away and I didn't plow that field. Wait. I thought this field was done. Nope, it's not done. It needs to be plowed and it needs to... It's fertilized. I gotta get the plow back out. Oops. Missed one. Price is right, Shift. 5.9 million. Is that what you want to do? All right. 5.9 million and one. That's funny. 5.9 million and one. And Jay agrees with you. He thinks it's going to be right there with what you're saying. And I agree with you too. I think it's going to be closer to 6. I knew I'd missed one. I forgot about that field. I thought that I didn't own that field, but I guess I do. Oh, 100%, man. 100%. Like, my wife, she really likes The Sims. So she plays the crap out of some Sims, man. She used to play Crossout with me. We used to play Crossout together, man. It was a blast, dude. Crossout can be fun if you get the right people playing and people continue to play. But the cheaters got a little much in that game, so it kind of ruins it. Because there are a ton, what I call Call of Duty cheaters in that game. So I'm going to swing up here and grab this little line and come back down. See how fast this thing goes? It's almost nuts how fast it goes. I think I must have sped this up because it only went 48 before. Hell, if I'd known that, I'd have just done it myself. It'd been faster. And you definitely go through a little less because you're going so fast. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Pirate. Hoping for 6 million and I'll get like 2. But I don't think that's going to be possible. I think potato yield fields are usually pretty good. It's a good harvest generally, so I think we'll probably end up with a pretty good harvest out of it no matter what. Now let me see if he can come over here and finish this so I can go get that plow back. See if he's going to actually go. Yep, he's going to go. So let me get that plow back. Oh, I forgot. I forgot we had that guy in here, so we don't need him over here, really. I'll park him over here for now, because I don't know if we have enough liquid lime, so we'll just park him over here for now. And I'll go get us a plow and get that last field. Oh, he's at 23%, 236,000 liters. I mean, I would think he'd have enough, but fuck, I don't know. I put all the damn plows away, too. Oh, this one's all the way down here. There he is. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It takes a second for these tractors to get moving. It's like, come on, Big Bertha, let's go. But once they get going, this thing gets going, it goes like 88. It's funny because on the screen it says it goes 1,413 miles per hour. But it only goes 88. And no, I don't go back in time either. That sucks. I should change the license plate to say out of time on this one. I'll do a short, and then as soon as I hit 88, I need to start having some flames on the ground and some electricity popping around it. It'd be funny. Now I just gotta remember where I think I didn't buy that field over there though. Why is it telling me that that's mine? I think it's. Yeah, this one's ready to be. This one's plowed. Which field was it that I didn't plow? I'm so confused. Was it this little one right here, I think? I think it's this little one right here. It is. So it's on the other side of the gas station. I got it. I was really confused. I bought all of them together, so got a little confused on where I was at. Yeah, Jay, that's a pretty good combo, man. No reason to screw with what works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Man, I crap if we get like 7 or 8 million though. I would crap. Here it is. And I think this one was already fertilized. It is. That's what I thought. So now let's just get him going. He should be done with this one pretty quick. All right. Now we can get him going over here. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this field, but the AI is not picking it up like it did on the other field. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully he'll do it all. But I didn't mess with this field, so I don't know why it's not wanting to. It's got to be a map glitch. It's the only thing I can think of. So. Because it'll do all the headlands, but it won't do the rest. But if that's the case, we might change it, and we'll do like 3 rows of headlands and see if that fixes it. But I doubt it. So. Yeah, hopefully we do, man. I really do. Because I can't believe how much potatoes it takes to make that pig food, dude. It takes a lot of potatoes to make pig food. Who would have thought that pigs eat mainly potatoes? Like, eat your yams. But pigs will eat anything, though. Pig. That's why they're called pigs, I guess, because they'll eat anything. Kind of like a dog. Like my dog. You'd think it's starved. You'd think I starved this animal the way he likes to eat, and it's not like his own food. He eats his normal food like normal dog. You know, he eats like maybe 2 cups a day. I mean, that's a normal amount for a dog his size. But as far as anything else goes, he acts like he hasn't eaten 6 months. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, he's a Cocker Spaniel, and he definitely has that I have to eat everything in the house mentality. We got a lot done today, though. Got quite a bit done, and we still got tonight too. So we'll pop this back in tonight too, I think. Glad to see Pirate though. I was wondering where he was at. I got another guy that when we go on tonight, hopefully he'll pop in. He works the day shift, so he can only come in at night. But I haven't been on a lot at night lately, so. Don't do it, dude. Don't mess it up. Do it right. I have no idea why they do that. I really don't. It makes more sense to me just to go straight out instead of angling it, but whatever. Sometimes I think watching the AI work is like watching a puppy figure out that it has a tail and he wants to chase it. Because I have no idea what the hell the AI is thinking most of the time. Hey, look, a flock of seagulls. They're just birds, but I said flock of seagulls. That sound cool. Where'd they go? Guess they're gone. Well, we definitely won't be hurting for any product, that's for sure. I think we're going to have an excess, so we'll definitely be able to do the productions. Meaning, like, you know, with all of our grains, soybeans, even peas, wheat, barley, oats, sorghum. You know, we'll do a grain factory, we'll do a cereal factory. The cereal factory is a little bit more involved, where the grain is not. You literally just throw all your grains in there, and it makes the flour. But as far as the cereal goes, that's why I'm doing the honey. That's why I'm doing the raisins, because it takes raisins and honey for a cereal factory. But it's more money than just selling the flour. So then our flour will go to the cereal company, and then we'll start a bakery since we're going to have milk. We're going to have the flour. We're going to have chicken, so we have the eggs. So we'll finish all the production chains down to the last little thing that you need. So we'll definitely have most of the productions on the map we'll have. Hell yeah, man. That's the way it works, dude. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fresh vegetables, man. There's nothing better than just getting a fresh vegetable. Especially just straight off the farm, man. Nothing better than that. A nice, ripe, fresh tomato on a nice turkey or roast beef sandwich that's warmed up with Swiss cheese and mayonnaise. And a nice, fresh farm tomato. Making me hungry for some fresh veggies. But I love vegetables. There's not very many vegetables I don't like. Except for the nasty ass, like, squash and zucchinis. I don't like that shit. Now my wife, she'll tear up some zucchini, and they make this stir fry thing with like zucchinis and squash, and I don't know what the hell that other one's called, but I don't care for that crap at all. They love it, but I don't like it. Time for a snack. Three Musketeers. Hey guys, on Rumble, do me a favor. Rumble, Twitch, Kick, do me a favor. YouTube, you do it too. Hit that like and follow. Come on, man. Help me out. I've had a really good time today, guys. I really appreciate y'all coming there and chatting with me. I thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, because either way, I'm going to be down here playing this game. So it's cool when you can play it and chat. You know, chat with people that aren't dicks. Like y'all. I have a really good time when I'm able to do that, that's for sure. And what's even cooler, though, because you don't really think about it much. I mean, hell, when we were growing up, we played games. Oh, you missed that little speck, you little bastard. There was no multiplayer. There was no online. You didn't play with kids, you know, the house next door, yet alone across the street, yet alone across the planet. So it's even better now because, I mean, here we are sitting here in different states playing, you know, talking and playing. It's awesome. And I think that is the one good thing about streaming, social media and things, is meeting other people from different areas. It's definitely a plus. and I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm going to check on our Limer guy here. Here he is. He's still going. Get her done, buddy. Look, I think he's done already with this. I think he is done. Yep. I don't even know where the hell he went, though. It's like, where'd they got? Did he drive home? Because I more certainly don't see him anywhere. It's going to save, so give it a second here. Couch co-op, 100%, bro, 100%. Oh, he's sitting right there, but I didn't see him sitting there. Did y'all? We just flew over there. I didn't see him at all. How did we miss that? There's no way. All right, now we can safely take him and park him at home. Yeah, we got to go this way. Hey, Pirate, remember when I was playing that one night and you were like, man, where's that music coming from? Remember that? And I thought we all thought we were going nuts. It was the ice cream truck. I think that's that car behind me, but it sounds weird. Yeah, it was 100% an ice cream truck because it passed me again. I heard it again, and I was like, so it is the ice cream truck. So yeah, it was definitely that ice cream truck. It was just weird because I had no clue what was going on. No clue whatsoever as what was going on. There's our guy. Oh, I love corn too, dude. It's really just kind of sad that our bodies just can't digest it very well. Because I love corn. But I love like I said, I love most vegetables. There's not too many vegetables that I don't like. I just don't like that squash and zucchini shit. But like broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, corn, I love it all. I can't believe he's still going. He's almost out, though. But he's almost done, too, so. But, guys, that's about 3 hours right now. And I need to go and probably get something to eat. I got to let my dogs out. So, what we're going to do is we're going to end the stream here. But I'll be back about 5. And we can play some more around 5 o'clock. And we can just play the rest of the night. Who cares? But for now, I'm going to cut it. Pirate, thanks for coming in and chatting. I will see you later. Everybody else, hit that like and follow. Jay, my man, I appreciate you as well. Like I said, I'll be back about 5 p.m. Eastern. And otherwise, hopefully I'll see you guys then. But you guys have a good night. If I don't see you, have a good night, and I'll be back in the morning, too. Sound good? You too, Pirate. It's 2 o'clock.